Dear students, this is first experiment to determine attenuation of transmission lines, right? So here in this experiment we shall do the simulation of the transmission line. 600 ohm characteristic impedance. What is its meaning? 600 ohms characteristic impedance means its characteristic impedance is 600 ohm. That is when line is terminated with 600 ohms. That is at the output. If an impedance of 600 ohm is connected, input will also be 600 ohms, and it is properly matched, and maximum power will transfer to the load. So here we shall consider load resistance purely resistive, load impedance purely resistive. That is, impedance is not reactive or complex, it is purely real. This differs from other impedances which contain inductors and capacitors also, where load impedance is complex. In that case, characteristic impedance is 50 ohm, 70 ohm. That is, these are their magnitudes. So now our lab supervisor Mr. Roshan Lalji shall explain and demonstrate with the experiment. So Roshan Lalji, please.
Dear students, welcome to the communication lab. Today we are doing practical on the simulated transmission line. As Dr. Sahu sir told us about the simulated line, so now I am telling you about the trainer board which we are using in our lab. This is our simulated transmission line trainer. Today we have to do the first practical attenuation in a simulated transmission line. The blocks of the trainer is, this section is a pulse and frequency generator. This is our summing amplifier. This section is our noise generator, and this is the sine wave generator. We generate the frequency up to 1 Hz to 1 megahertz, and the amplitude is up to 30 volt peak to peak. This is the 100 ohm variable resistor and a capacitor, and this is our buffer. Today we are doing the practical in this block only. This is our 600 ohm attenuated line. The value of every resistor is shown as in figure is 200 ohm. Now first we will do this practical with the help of 5 volt. Here is our 5 volt. Connect the 5 volt through the resistor and measure the voltages. This is our input. Five volt. This is our E1, 5 volt. Please note down the voltages. This is E2, 3.6 volt. This is E3, 2.5 volt. This is E4, 1.7 volt. This is E5, 1.2 volt, and this is E6, 0.9 volt. This is E7, 0.6 volt. This is E8, 0.4 volt. And this is E9, 0.36 volt. So practical, this load should be on. This is load switch. This should be on. Like this, The chart is also given in the manual. We will attach with your practical and draw a plot. First we are applying the signal at the input. This is the signal. The frequency is 1 kilohertz and the input is at load 4.1 volt. This is our input at E1. Frequency you can see from here 1 kilohertz and this is the input signal. Now we will measure across the. This is E2. Here we can see the frequency is 1 kilohertz and the amplitude is 2.9 volt peak to peak. Next, now we are connecting it at E3. E3 you can see on the CRO the frequency is here 1 kilohertz and the input voltage is 2.1 volt. Now we are connecting this on E4. The voltage from here at E4, this is 1.5 volt and the frequency is same 1 kilohertz. The CRO probe at E5, you can see at the CRO the voltage is 1.2 volt and the frequency is same 1 kilohertz. In the same way, now we are connecting this CRO at E6. After E6 you can see here on the CRO the voltage is 820 millivolt and the frequency is 1 kilohertz. Our next step, we are connecting this as our CRO shown is 720 millivolt, 720 millivolt. Now we are connecting this same as E8 and noting the voltage at 580 millivolt. The frequency is same. Our last step is E9. Here voltage is 460 millivolt. 460 millivolt. Frequency is 1 kilohertz.
Now you shall determine attenuation characteristics of this transmission line. For attenuation, you will use this formula. You see, refer your manual page 13. You shall determine V in by V out. Attenuation is determined in Nepers as well as in dBs. For Neper, attenuation alpha equal to log V in by V out. Here log is base is E, that is natural log, and to determine attenuation in dB it is 20 log 10 V in by V out. This is in decibels. So after determining attenuation at each point or each voltage E1, E2, E3, E4 etc., you determine the attenuation characteristics. And for you some questions are given, you shall answer those questions. First is define what is transmission line. Second, what is difference between distributed and lumped elements. Define characteristics impedance. Define attenuation. What is attenuation? So these are questions. You shall answer these questions and write on your file. Okay, thank you.